from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And his first look is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
2nd down and 3.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give running right is Evans.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Rosa's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the 3rd overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And you remember that when the 49ers made that big trade and paid a steep price to move up from number 12 to number 3, they gave up 3 firsts and a 3rd-round pick. Everyone was wondering, who are they coming up to get? Was it Mac Jones at Alabama, Justin Fields at Ohio State, or was it Trey Lance out of North Dakota State, a true one-year starter on the 1AA level? But they certainly believed in Lance's mental ability as well as his physical ability, and they think that he could play right away if need be. And here he is with the opportunity to do exactly that.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So, Charles, this defense, in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
And he'll have him past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Tannehill. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running right, this is Evans.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
On the draw, Evans.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tannehill.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First carry now for Trey Sermon.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Lance now to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. From just shy of midfield, Lance forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And now the rookie's free. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 18. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the draw, it's Evans. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. It's Evans. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Right back to use check again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, it's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Evans, fast footwork. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive.
On first down, Lance.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Lance going to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Steps away to his left, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do.
He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. On first down, Tannehill. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans.
Dez Fitzpatrick
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Roses now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Out quickly to Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Gould is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Keon crossing there on the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Lance now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it. And Kittle catching the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so